I have been in teaching for 46 years. I began in August of 1973. When I was called to teaching, I was very deeply impressed with the fact that a teacher has a great amount of interaction with students. I felt the Lord calling me to teaching, and I never looked back. So when I first began, I really enjoyed my first class. And then I went on. The first August of 1973, I taught in MCKL, Methodist Boys School, Kuala Lumpur. And I was thrust into the upper 6 exam class. And it was the month of August. So I found myself working through all the mathematics problems every night. And in the morning, I will look for the senior maths teacher and ask the senior maths teacher how to solve those problems before I went to class. Then in the following year, I was transferred to Bukit Bintang Girls' School, and I was given additional maths and Bible knowledge and elementary maths, and I really enjoyed teaching that class. And that class, we did some crazy things like one day they asked me, Ms Moey, can we paint our toilet? You see, in Bukit Bintang Girls' School, every class had to clean their own toilets every recess, and we had duty roster for every class, and we had to make sure we would have some flowers on the teacher's table and so on. So I said, well, let's get a tin of paint. If one of you can ask your fathers to donate a tin of paint, we can paint our toilet. So they did. And we painted the toilet, and at the end of it, they said to me, Ms Moey, why don't you go up and invite Miss Cook, the headmistress, to come and open our toilet? So they tied a little ribbon around it while I went up to see Miss Cook, and they got hold of a pair of scissors, and there I was accompanying the headmistress to our toilet to be opened. And we opened the toilet, and then Miss Cook gave a short speech, and we were absolutely delighted. After that, we actually locked up our toilet so that every time our class went to the toilet, we would use the key, and other people couldn't use our toilet. These were the fun things we did, you know. We had lots of food sales and so on. So I so enjoyed interacting with the girls. After 1 year at BBGS, I was transferred out to Rawang. I was heartbroken. BBGS was my alma mater. I had grown up in BBGS. Lord, why? Why did you allow this transfer? In Rawang, I met up with the young people. It was a co-ed school, and I met up with these 2 sisters, and their parents ran a poultry farm in Rawang, and they took me to visit the poultry farm. And then I bought some eggs from them, and then developed the habit where these 2 girls would bring 10 eggs for me every Monday. And so I enjoyed the eggs. And in 3 months' time, the Pengarah Pendidikan came to Rawang to say that BBGS has asked for Ms Moey to go back to teach there. So unfortunately, Ms Moey has to go. And I was so heartbroken to leave my Rawang kids, my Rawang students, because we had begun a Christian fellowship there, and we had so enjoyed ourselves. And I was a sports house mistress. I was mistress in charge of the Science and Math Society, and a few other things. So right from the very word go, I was very deeply involved with the students. You ask me what is my biggest motivation for staying in the education sector for almost 5 decades. It is the interaction with students that I enjoy, and the fact that God has called me to work with students. Every year you have new students, and then the old students keep in touch with you. So your circle of friends grows larger and larger, and I love it when the old boys and old girls come back to visit. So that is my biggest motivation, because I feel God has called me to education, and it is in obedience to that call, and because I love young people, I love to watch them grow, to watch them achieve things, whether it be through competitions or through exams, and to watch them do well and grow into young men and young women who will do a great work to build up our nation. That is my reason for being in education.